I've never played a VR racing game, mostly because there just isn't that many of them. Even on the PC, there's barely any. Never mind trying to find one on the Quest, there's quite literally only 2. And one of them is the game that I've got addicted to playing over the past week. It's called Moto X, and it's a half-finished, barely functional dirt bike racing game with microtransactions. And even with all that, it's still extremely fun. Wait, can I drive into oncoming traffic? It's worth a shot. This is definitely not how this level is meant to be played. This is not how this level is meant to be played. Holy crap. Moto X is a multiplayer game, and when I first started playing it, I kind of expected it to be like all the other racing games out there, where you spawn in at the start line, the game gives you a green light, and then you race all the other players in the lobby to see who can finish first. But instead, when I joined my first lobby, I was greeted by an unorganized, chaotic sandbox with no set start or finish line. Can I drink the motor oil? No, I can't even pick it up. Missed opportunity. Look, you got a cup here too. Missed opportunity game. When the full release comes, you gotta do that. You have no choice. Also, get rid of the micro purchases and just sell it for a full price. You communist monsters. Now that I've played a bit more, I realize that Moto X is more of just a playground for you to mess around with bike tricks. It's not a hardcore racing game, which I was slightly disappointed about at first. But then I started trying to do some tricks, and I ended up finding myself having a lot of fun, even though I was really, really bad at it. I feel like I'm gonna, offend someone in the audience. I don't know why. That's just the sense that I have. I feel like I'm driving so horribly that I'm going to ruin someone's day by watching this. Oh my gosh. No. On the plus side, I did just do a full flip thing. I don't know, front flip, back flip, whatever it is. Respect. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna have any of that after this video. When I first started recording for this video, I was kind of worried that the B-roll wouldn't have enough visual diversity. However, after seeing the sheer amount of levels this game has, I don't think it'll be a problem. I didn't bother counting, but there has to be at least 30 maps, and they're all unique. Some are more like obstacle courses with ramps and fire rings, and others are literally just a desert with nothing cool or interesting in them at all. Canyon Crusher, yeah. I kind of want to try Canyon Crusher. Well, this is the most boring course. As I mentioned in the beginning, this game has microtransactions, and I really don't want to use this video as an excuse to rant about them, but I'm going to anyway. It makes no sense to me why so many game devs make a game that they price at like $2, and then decide that to make up for how cheap the game is, they'll add in-game purchases. Especially when you do what people who made this game did, and make it so there are some obstacles that you straight up can't get over unless you spend real-world money on a better bike. Why are so many devs willing to sell their souls to the douchebag gods just to make a little bit extra money? Anyway, Coach Greg's pretty funny.
This whole place could use a mop and a priest.
What are you trying to say about that, man? What are you trying to say? Is this place possessed? What? I fell behind the stairs. Maybe it is possessed. What's going on?
Nice of you to take a break from whatever non-awesome thing you were doing.
Why is your mouth perpetually open? When it comes to playing VR, I'd say I'm pretty experienced. That doesn't mean that I'm actually good at any VR games, however it does mean that I'm pretty much immune to motion sickness. Or so I thought, because after about an hour of playing Moto X, I felt like I was going to lose someone else's lunch, because I had already thrown up my own. There's just something about flying through the air on a motorbike that both releases tons of dopamine directly into your brain, and also makes your stomach feel like you ate 17 cloves of garlic. Oh man, this is weird. I don't know what it looks like for you, but for me, I am laying down right now. Oh man, this is so weird. I was hoping this would kind of help my motion sickness, but it might be making it worse. I don't know. This is the most nauseating experience I've ever had the displeasure of experiencing. It looks like I'm holding my hands up right now, right? But I'm actually just resting my arms on my knees, and I'm looking down. Let that sink in. Let that I just said sink in. And now, if I were to look forward, I'm looking at the ceiling. What has this game done to my headset? In a lot of car-type games, when you crash, it's very cinematic, with explosions and fires. But in this game, when you crash, your bike remains completely intact, and your character model goes full ragdoll mode and gets thrown in a seemingly random direction. Most of the time getting stuck in the bike or halfway through a wall. Man, the death ragdolls get me every time. But anyway, YouTube did not like that last video, probably because I titled it Arizona Sunshine's head exploding physics are over the top. So to be honest, I really can't blame them. But if you're watching this, I truly hope that you'll have a good day, and I will see you next week.